What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But in this one, we go over some true freshmen who are already turning heads for the Wolverines. We also got some more great news on the top 100 running back Javian Osborne. Michigan receiving new predictions there, and they are set to get him on campus for a unofficial visit before his official visit. We also got some news on some 5-star prospects, including a 5-star wide receiver, 2 5-star linebackers, plus an update on the elite 2027 quarterback Trae Taylor, and can Michigan flip the top 100 cornerback Victor Singleton? It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start this video, I did want to start with some Michigan true freshmen who are turning heads early. Now, obviously, we've talked about, the incoming 5-star #1 recruit Bryce Underwood. He's going to have an impact right away his freshman season, but Michigan brought in a very talented class, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity for a lot of these freshmen to get some early playing time potentially. Now on threes, Steve Wiltfong and Pete Nakos both spoke with sources at several schools, and one of them was Michigan, and they said that quarterback Bryce Underwood has been tremendous. His work ethic, his maturity, his commitment to the process, and that does seem to be the theme with Bryce Underwood. A lot of people are just respect his work ethic. He's not coming in all cocky and all that. He's wanting to come in here, put in the work, and he seems to be very humble according to a lot of people, and that everybody loves him, so it's really great to hear. And then also they said wide receiver Andrew Marsh is going to be high end for us. Offensive lineman Andrew Babalola, offensive lineman Avery Gatch are both what we expected, and cornerback Shamari Earls looks really good. Now first, Andrew Marsh, he was a top 100 wide receiver. Michigan was very high on him. You could just watch his highlights and you can tell this kid's gonna be special. He's on the smaller side a little bit, but he can go up and catch the ball downfield still. He can win those 50-50 matchups, and he just goes out there and makes plays. I'm very excited to see Andrew Marsh here in a Michigan uniform, and Michigan did bring in a pretty dang good wide receiver class. I would think, every single freshman wide receiver this upcoming season has a chance to potentially see the field, because Michigan needs wide receivers to step up next season in the room. So they're probably all going to get a chance. And then also, as far as offensive line, Michigan brought in a very great offensive line class, highlighted by Andrew Babalola, Ty Haywood, and Avery Gatch. And obviously, Shamari Earls, the top 100 cornerback, many compared him to a Will Johnson for Michigan, and the next potential Will Johnson for the Wolverines was an absolutely huge land for the Wolverines, flipping him from Georgia. So there's no doubt a very talented incoming freshman class for the Wolverines. A lot of them have some great potential, and as long as they get developed right, future for Michigan football is definitely bright. So let me know what you guys think about all of that. And then also wanted to give some big time news for the 2026 4-star top 100 running back Javian Osborne from the state of Texas, as the Wolverines have now picked up multiple predictions going in their favor. The first one on 24/7 Sports was from the Texas recruiting insider Hank South, put in a crystal ball prediction for the Wolverines on February 21st. And also E.G. Holland of On3 and the Wolverine put in a On3 prediction for the Wolverines as well. As right now, Michigan sitting in the driver's seat with Javian Osborne. We obviously talked about Texas losing their running backs coach. That seemed to take a really big hit on Texas, and since then, Javian Osborne has actually canceled his official visit to Texas, where now his official visit is as follows. He'll be going to Georgia April 11th through the 13th, SMU on May 2nd through the 4th, Miami May 30th through June 1st, Alabama June 6th through the 8th, and then also Michigan will be getting the last visit June 20th through the 22nd, which is some great news right there. Michigan's also set to get him on campus for a visit in March per his father for an unofficial visit, according to E.G. Holland of the Wolverines. So great news for the Wolverines right there. And then we do got some news on a 5-star wide receiver for the Wolverines. But first, I did want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, BetUS. They have all the odds you need this basketball season. Hockey, you name it. And right now, college basketball in full swing. March Madness set to start very soon. Michigan has a big game coming up tonight against Nebraska on the road, trying to bounce back. Currently, the Wolverines are favored by 1. Over-under is set at 151.5. I do think Michigan bounces back with a win. I got them covering the spread, and I also got the under in this one. I'm going under 151.5 total. Let me know what you guys think, and obviously that is one of many bets you can make on BetUS. Currently, it is a great time to get started because they are offering a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000. Then you also get a 125% bonus on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000, all with promo code YouTube150. So go ahead, check them out at betus.com, and obviously please gamble responsibly. But let's go ahead and continue here, and I wanted to talk about the 2026 5-star wide receiver Tristen Keys, the number 1 wide receiver according to 24/7 Sports rankings, number 2 on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, nonetheless an elite receiver in the 2026 class. And according to Hunter Shelton of On3, he told On3 Steve Wiltfong on Sunday that he's locked in visits to Tennessee on March 10th, LSU on March 18th, Texas A&M on March 29th, and Michigan on April 5th, as the Wolverines will be getting him on campus for a spring visit, which will be a very big visit. So that's also some good news. Maybe it could lead to something after the visit, but getting him on campus for a visit is definitely the first start to potentially getting into this recruitment. And I also wanted to give an update on the 2026 4-star top 100 cornerback Victor Singleton, who did commit to Illinois on February 1st, which we did mention in a video before, but he was seen rocking a Michigan backpack a couple days ago. He did confirm with E.J. Holland of the Wolverine that Michigan obviously still continuing to recruit him. However, he is still happy with his Illinois commitment. Now we will see if the Wolverines can potentially change that, make an NIL push for him. So we'll see there, but he was sporting a Michigan backpack. And I also wanted to talk about the 2026 5-star linebacker Xavier Griffin, who is currently committed to USC, comes from the state of Georgia, ranked 25th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. According to Ethan McDowell of On3 and the Wolverine, he did tell On3 and the Wolverine that he talks to the Michigan staff quite often, and he is talking to his mother about a potential spring practice visit. Now, same way with the Michigan Insider also did confirm that the Wolverines expect to get him on campus for a spring visit, and also potentially the other top linebacker in the 2026 class, the 5-star Tyler Atkinson. So a couple of 5-star linebackers potentially Michigan trying to get on campus for a visit. And then I also wanted to talk about the 2027 elite quarterback Trae Taylor, recently dropped the top 5 and also will be announcing his decision June 6th. Michigan is in the top 5, and he has a March 25th visit to Michigan, which will be a very key visit for the Wolverines, as he'll obviously get to learn more about offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach Chip Lindsey, how he coaches, and how he coaches the quarterback room and all that. And he'll be able to have a conversation with head coach Sharon Moore, which will also be very important. So an important visit there coming up in March for the Wolverines. And to end this video, did want to mention Michigan basketball takes on Nebraska tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. They go on the road to Nebraska. Michigan trying to bounce back after a tough loss to Michigan State, where they just did not have a great second half in that one, but they still control their own destiny to win the Big Ten this season. But they got to take care of business here down the stretch, and it starts tonight at Nebraska. Let me know your guys' score predictions for this one. Michigan does not lose 2 games in a row that often. They've only done it once this season, and it was, after losing to Arkansas and Oklahoma by a combined 3 points in both of those games, where they easily could have and probably should have won both of those games. But nonetheless, the Wolverines were on a 6-game winning streak before losing to Michigan State, and now they look to bounce back, start another winning streak here down the stretch. Now, it's also great news before the Michigan State game, because Michigan did announce that Coach Dusty May has agreed to a contract extension with the Wolverine program that will keep him in Ann Arbor for the foreseeable future. So that was some big time news. Michigan needed to get that done and lock him up here, but a big one tonight against Nebraska. But with that, again, shout out to BetUS. Go ahead, check them out at betus.com. And that is going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.